I'm Mark, and I've got to tell you about this chilling night I'll never forget. I was driving alone down a desolate road, miles away from any town. The rain was pouring hard, and my car's headlights barely cut through the darkness. Then I saw her, a girl standing alone at the side of the road, drenched and shivering. I pulled over to offer help. She looked young, about my age, with matted hair and torn clothes. She seemed harmless. "Need a ride?" I asked, and she nodded gratefully, climbing into my car. She introduced herself as Lisa, and we started talking. She told me she had been stranded there for hours, waiting for someone to pass by. As we drove, things got weird. Lisa's eyes darted around nervously, and she kept glancing at me like she was sizing me up. I started to feel uneasy, but I brushed it off, thinking maybe she was just anxious. We drove in silence for a while, rain beating down on the roof. Then, Lisa suddenly asked me to stop the car. She said she needed to take a leak. I pulled over and she got out, disappearing into the night. Minutes passed and Lisa didn't return. I began to worry, so I decided to check on her. I opened my car door, but before I could step out, I heard a whisper from behind me. "Don't move." I froze, and a cold chill ran down my spine. It was Lisa's voice, but it wasn't the same frightened girl I had picked up. It was colder, more menacing. I slowly turned to find Lisa standing there, holding a knife in her hand, her eyes gleaming with a wicked smile. My heart pounded as I realized I had invited a psychopath into my car. She ordered me out of the car and told me to hand over my wallet and phone. I complied, fearing for my life. Then she gestured for me to get back into the car, and she took the wheel. As we drove, Lisa told me about her dark agenda. She had been luring travelers like me, gaining their trust before robbing and hurting them. I was trapped in a nightmare, with no way to escape. But then I knew I had to do something. I pretended to have a sudden stomachache, moaning in pain and clutching my abdomen. Lisa hesitated but eventually pulled over to the side. As soon as the car stopped, I lunged at her, grabbing the knife. We struggled, and I managed to wrestle the weapon from her grip. Adrenaline coursed through my veins as I pointed it at her, demanding that she get out of the car. She did, and I sped away, leaving her stranded on the dark road. My heart raced as I realized I had narrowly escaped a psychopath's clutches. I drove straight to the police checkpoint, tears of relief streaming down my face. I told them everything, and they went to search for Lisa. But here's the final twist. They never found her. She had disappeared into the night, leaving no trace behind. To this day, I can't forget the terror I felt that night, the chilling realization that I had picked up a psychopath on that lonely road, and I always checked twice before offering a stranger a ride.